Man, oh man, what a year 2016 has been. 2016 has been one of the greatest years of my life. 2016 was the year where I started to vlog again, because in 2010 is the year where I stopped. I said, why not vlog and see where it takes me again? I wasn't sure how to vlog or go about it, but I knew that I wanted to record my lifestyle and present it to a new audience. Where do I begin? Started the year off by trying to vlog. I always find myself somewhere in San Francisco. Spent time with the family at Vacaville Outlets before heading to Riff SF's 1-year anniversary. Went to Japan for the first time. It was always a dream of mine to go to Japan. Nothing compared to Japan's ramen. They had green tea donuts, but they were okay. Went to the Menji Shrine and the International Forum. The Nike store was amazing, I'll tell you that. Carl was Bryson Tiller for a day. Went to the Tokyo Tower, which has an amazing view, and saw the famous Gundam statue. Japan's transportation system was always busy. Took a bullet train to Hakone Shrine. Played in the snow. Went to the Umeda Sky Building in Osaka, which was the top 20 buildings in the world. Stopped by Skate in Osaka, which was a dream of mine. I've always wanted to go there. Took another bullet train to Kyoto to the famous bamboo forest. Went to the Fushimi Inari Toshiya, which is known for the 1,000 Orange Shrines. Stopped by Worm Tokyo's consignment store. Went to the Pokemon Center. Checked out the other skit and the Bape in Shibuya. Took another bullet train to Nagano to see the snow monkeys. That day was 25 degrees, but it was worth the trip. Had McDonald's chocolate fries. Went shopping in Harajuku. Had a 4-hour layover in South Korea before heading back to San Francisco. Michael Jordan turned 53, so I pulled out 53 original Jordan colorways. Got a new camera, started shooting film again. Shooting film is fun, I like shooting film. Did a video on Carl and his sneaker collection. Photographed a wedding at San Francisco City Hall on leap year, which comes every 4 years. The next day, I photographed a wedding at Muir Woods. Went back to school, saw John Andrew restore sneakers, took a photo of his car. Mitch tried Japanese Kit Kats for the first time. Work at Riff SF. Jonathan doesn't like Yeezy boots.
Absolute garbage.
Saw the homies Cass, Steven, Esta, Jeff Burnett, Justin, Jaybird, and Don do a podcast. That was really cool to see. Photographed Justin DJ Agana in Oakland. Partied with some friends that night. Did a pregnant photo shoot with Greg and Lou's firstborn. Went to San Francisco for the grand opening of Scrap Pack. There was a blackout. Nick Diaz and Gilbert Melendez are some funny guys. The line was long and the crowd was hectic. They really wanted some free stuff. Joey showed me an $800 pen.
This right here is a Mont Blanc pen.
Did a photo shoot of my brother's G35. Did an old school game photo shoot with John Andrew. Riff SF got a sweet care package. It was a slow day that day, so me and Jordan watched YouTube all day. Some homies came to visit. Went to Seattle for the first time.
Welcome to Seattle.
Jordan's crib is awesome. Went to the Nike company employee store and the Nike headquarters. The Jordan building was amazing. Drove to Oregon. The scenery was beautiful. Rowena Crest is my favorite spot in Oregon. Jordan and Carl did a photo shoot. The public market has good food. The gun mall was really cool in person. Stopped by the University of Washington, Gasworks, Bait, Live and Well, and Starbucks Reserve. That Starbucks was really fancy. Went to Alki Beach. Alki Beach is probably my favorite spot in Seattle. Had Dick's for the first time where we met up with Mike. Hamburgers were good. Went to Cary Park in Seattle's public library. Andrew showed us his favorite store in Seattle. Spent time with Daryl and Melissa before drinking soju and singing karaoke. We ended up meeting Jay Park that night, we didn't even know. Flew back to San Francisco where Eric picked us up. Yeah. Went to the Leica store and school was starting to become overwhelming. Photographed Feedback Nation's event at Cal State Hayward University. Went to Shark Fin Cove for the first time with Carl and Altoni. Live Juicy sponsored us their van so you can cook, clean, and sleep in it. Went to Death Valley for the first time. We rented a Jeep, got lost, and had a near-death experience. Luckily, everyone was fine and no one got hurt. Saw the sunrise at Badland Basin, went to the sand dunes, saw some crazy rock formations at Devil's Golf Course before heading to Dante's Point for the Instagram meet. It was great meeting new people. Woke up early to catch another sunrise at Zabriskie's Point, stopped by another deserted flatland to have some fun.
What's the landscape guys, yo?
Our Live Juicy van was having trouble going back home, but we got home safe. Went to the Pace Gallery. That gallery is really cool. Went to Big Sur with Carl, BJ, and Andrew. I ended up stepping in dog doo-doo that night.
You cleaned it pretty well, though. Look at that. But look.
Did a giveaway for my Air Jordan Encyclopedia book that I was in. Photographed on the roof of the W Hotel in San Francisco. MKX4 had another Instagram meet at Muir Woods and ended at Mount Tam. It was really windy that day. Went to SneakerCon in Santa Clara. It was a fun event and met a lot of new faces. Got a new MacBook Pro to replace my old MacBook Pro because it was pretty much dying. Did another photo shoot near the Golden Gate Bridge. Val and Brandon wore some nice sneakers. Had Little Luca for the first time. Their sandwiches are really good. Went to Oakland to celebrate Gurley's birthday. Went to Yosemite with Eric, Julian, Don, Megan, and Xavier. I never get tired of going to Yosemite. Scenery is just beautiful there. Went to Point Reyes with Jordan and Janelle. Saw the burned down boat, ocean views, lighthouse, and the Cypress Tree Tunnel. Did a photo shoot with Kim. John showed me some sneaker gems. Had an engagement photo shoot in an $18,000 penthouse in San Francisco that Casey Neistat stayed in. Man, that was something really special. Tried chasing Carl the Fog. It was foggy and very windy at the Golden Gate Bridge. Went to a photo gallery in San Francisco. Saw some familiar faces. Jordan gave me one of his favorite photos. Photographed low key in another wedding. Wedding season. Went to San Francisco with Alex and David. We ended up at the Haight Street Festival. Flew to Los Angeles for a weekend to photograph a wedding. I stayed at the Queen Mary Hotel ship, which was massive. Went to Bait and Round 2 where I found some shoes I really wanted. Had Korean barbecue and tried milk for the first time. It wasn't bad. Photographed downtown LA. Ian Dane took me around Los Angeles. Had egg slip for the first time and it was worth the wait. Photographed downtown LA. Met their dog Bacon, and had afters for the first time. Cookie Monster with the glazed donut is a must. Photographed and had a ball at Mateo and Christine's wedding. Flew back to the Bay Area to witness an amazing sunset. Drove back down to LA with Brandon and Val for SneakerCon LA for a 2-day event. Met a lot of people at SneakerCon on the first day. Day 2 was just as great. Taboo from the Black Eyed Peas was a cool dude.
Taboo from the Black Eyed Peas.
And Mike kept asking about my vlog.
When is this vlog going up?
Went to Treasure Island to meet up with Cams and Miley to catch the sunset. Heading to the Alameda County Fair, John almost got us into an accident. His car ended up breaking down on us. We still went to the fair. Spent 4th of July weekend photographing a wedding, then celebrating the night with Brandon and Val and Zala. Went to photograph a Navy base in Alameda with Nick, Marvin, Viet, and Michaela. Derek showed us some exclusive Nike SBs. Paris SBs are one of my favorites. Ended up undressing my turtle doves for my birthday. Drove back down to LA where I spent a week for my birthday celebration. Pokemon Go recently came out and it was wild. Went to Santa Monica Pier and rode a bike on Venice Beach for the first time. Christian took me out to Ramen of York. The ramen wasn't bad. We ended up playing Pokemon Go until midnight. Stopped by the Fast and Furious house and the tuna shop. Met up with Cams and Miley to eat at the Line Hotel. Went to the Griffith Observatory for the first time. It was an amazing view. Went to Lakma and ate Slurpin' ramen for the first time. That was the closest ramen I have had next to Japan's ramen. Went to New Mag Park. Jamie's always busy. Stopped by Rosewood to shop. Headed back to Santa Monica Pier at night to take photographs. Went to the Broad for the first time. The Infinity Room was worth the wait. Went to Bespoke and Santa Ana. Had a blast at Tag and Target's indoor Nerf gun arena. Ate Pop Bar and went downtown Disney at night for Pokemon Go. Stopped by Rift LA and checked out more sneakers. Elwood showed me his work at Jason Mark. Met up with Lisa and Will before heading back to the Bay. Went to Sneaker Pop-Up on Treasure Island. It was good seeing new and familiar faces. Went to a crazy Pokemon Go spot. Met this cool dog. Went to Week Fest San Jose with Carl and Altoni. Carl did a burnout leaving the event. Did a video on Pokemon nostalgia. My friend Parm gave me his Pokemon cards. Attended Fame San Jose this year with John. Ran into a few good homies of mine. The entertainment, art, and dance battle was really dope. I was in a magazine, Sneaker Freaker issue number 36. They did an article spread on me which was close to 20 pages. Went to San Francisco to play Pokemon Go with Julian and Eric. Met 2 cool dogs. I ended up getting a ticket playing Pokemon Go that was $71. Did a family shoot with Lou and Greg's newborn Lucas. Attended Under Armour's Curry Lux event in Oakland. Saw new and familiar faces. Met Too Short and E40. Made Too Short say his favorite word. What's my favorite word?
Yeah.
Went to Redwood SF grand opening on Haight Street. Went to Florida for the weekend for the very first time to photograph a wedding.
Thanks for flying with us today. We hope to see you again soon.
Everyone warned me about the Zika virus and the humidity. Van and Brenda took me to eat Cuban food for the first time. It was amazing. Nightlife in Florida is wild. The hotel from the Bride Suite had an amazing view. The crazy Cubanos made the reception epic. Brandon showed us around Linwood Walls, flew back to the Bay Area, made Paris Nike SB customs. It took me over a month, but I was really proud how they turned out. I got a new puppy. I wanted to name her Hennessy, but we went with the name Hazel because of her eye color. She's a Labrador. Was a tour guide in San Francisco for D and Day when they came to visit. Had Mr. Holmes' Bakehouse for the first time. Went to Twin Peaks, Haight Street, Downtown SF, and Palace of Fine Arts. Ran into a coyote and saw San Francisco at night at Marin Headlands. Photographed another wedding. They had boba and it was good. Taro is my favorite. Photographed 4 weddings back to back to back to back. I ate really good food. One was a Disneyland theme wedding. Shredded old money for good luck. Eric had a ball and knows my saying.
It's gonna be good.
Swung the musical Light Swings in San Jose with John and Axwell. Photographed Chewy and Randy's anniversary at Mount Tam. Went to Hella Kicks in San Jose. It's always good seeing new and familiar faces. Mr. Fab is still feeling it. Got a new point and shoot camera. Photographed another wedding with Eric, D, Jason, and Zeke. Went to Sacramento for Elisa and Marvin's baby shower. The red velvet cake was really good and I ended up winning a game that day. Went to Bay Area Kickback 3. Always good to see people you know and new faces. Went to Shark Fin Cove again. Andrew and I went to see the Broken Pier for the first time. It was super sketchy going down there, but really worth it. Joey shows me his crazy collection. Went to Urban Putt to play miniature golf. I ended up getting drunk that night. Photographed another wedding in Half Moon Bay with Eric. They had horses. The horse's eyes is the size of my fist. Went to Dunk Exchange at San Francisco State University. It was a chill event and good seeing people. There were a lot of Yeezys that event.
Easy everywhere!
Drove down to Monterey Bay Aquarium with Monica. The open sea is my favorite section along with the jellyfish. Drove down to Big Sur and it was super windy. Witnessed my good friend Jeremiah propose to his girlfriend Ashley.
There's way more people than I.
Went to Round 1 in Concord for the first time. They had a really cool arcade game. Dressed up as Little Yachty for Halloween. Hiked Mission Peak. Made a video on why I vlog. It was great showing my old YouTube videos and did a giveaway reaching 5,000 subscribers. Photographed another wedding with Eric in San Jose. Did a mannequin challenge and it was wild. Had brunch the next day and got drunk. Went to the Kanye West St. Pablo tour in San Jose with Monica. Kanye ranted 15 minutes straight about politics. The last hour he played hit after hit. Attended a breakdance Cypher Cup event. Went to my first engagement party thanks to Melissa and Chris. Went to the sneaker pop-up in Oakland. A lot of familiar faces were in the building. Bape and the Bees were the only shoe I wanted to get, but I didn't. David won the sneaker battle, so we all felt like we all won. Photographed the Golden Gate Bridge and Marin Headlands with BJ. Stopped by Dream Team SF shop. Held a 1-of-1 Kanye West signed Yeezys 2020 and attended a movie premiere in San Francisco. The movie was about his trip to Peru and it was really great. Saw faces I haven't really seen in a long time. Went back to San Francisco with Monica, Desiree, and Marvin for some boba. Drove back down to LA again for Disneyland with Monica, Krista, and Crocea. Probably one of the best Disneyland trips I had in a long time. Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blaster is my favorite ride. Paint the Night was magical. We didn't see no fireworks due to wind conditions, unfortunately.
Cannot be presented as scheduled.
But we still had a blast. Went to Christmas in the Park with Monica in San Jose. Spent New Year's Eve at Brandon and Val's. Had a great time. Went back home where I spent the last 6 to 10 hours editing this 2016 year-end recap. Man, oh man, what a year 2016 has been for me. It was truly a blessing. I can't wait to see what 2017 has in store for me. Happy New Year's, guys, and as always, it's gonna be good.